Good morning and welcome to the first day of a brand new week on. And for this week on, as you can see by the picture on the screen behind me here, is we're going back in time. We're going back in time 10,000 years to the Paleolithic era to do the caveman diet. That's right, the paleo diet, the caveman diet, whatever you want to call it, where for the next 7 days I'm going to eat nothing that in theory the cavemen didn't eat. So it's going to be lots of meat, lots of nuts, lots of foraging things like mushrooms. So yeah, effectively, if you couldn't kill it, you couldn't grow it, or you couldn't find it on the ground, you can't eat it. So that means there's quite a lot of restrictions with this diet. So that means I can't have any nuts. No, it doesn't. Grains, legumes such as beans, peanuts, peas, lentils. No dairy, no refined sugar, no potatoes, apart from sweet potatoes, thank God. And basically no highly processed foods. I'm pretty sure there's quite a lot of creative allowances when it comes to the paleo diet, because I couldn't really imagine cavemen eating much as far as lamb goes or avocados, but alas, you can have that on the paleo diet. So you know what? I'm not going to argue with it. If a website and a recipe guide on paleo diets says I can have it, I'm going to bloody well have it, aren't I? So there we go. Yeah, there's nothing much else to say really. It's fairly basic. The rules are fairly easy to understand. It's not overly complex, so that's good. So yeah, there's not much mucking around to be done. I'm going to jump on the scales. We're going to see how the paleo diet does, how the caveman diet does for me over the next week, if I'm going to lose some weight. Hopefully, because they say one of the benefits is that you're going to lose some weight, and I could do with it. So yeah, let's hop on the old scales and see what the paleo diet's got to work with.
Right. What are we working with here? Oh my God, just there we go. Well, that should be nice and easy for the maths. Not nice and easy for my self-esteem, however. Oh well, hopefully a week on paleo will sort me out a bit.
So one thing I feel I should point out early is that this is an expensive diet. You have to buy fresh fruit, fresh veg, fresh meat, and it's not really cheap. This whole week, considering it's just me having breakfast, lunch and dinner, and Grace is joining me for dinner, that's 28 meals. It's cost me 90 quid. So it is certainly not going to be a cheap week on. I can already feel that gaping hole in the bank balance already. And one thing, I do have to also point this out. Grace has COVID. She got the old positive test result yesterday, so she's not really going to be featuring much in this week on. And what also is going to be obvious is that we can't leave the house because we may infect the masses. Because we're always out night clubbing, lads, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's going to be boring as far as not actually doing anything other than being in the house. Let's get some breakfast. For my first breakfast of this week on, I'm going to have some sausage. So we've got frozen patties there, we've got eggs, there's going to be a lot of those. Also chives, because we didn't have we never have chives. We never have chives in our house. Shocker. Avocado right there, and also pepper and salt. And this is all going to go together to make a breakfast stack. And I know I'm going to be the typical millennial having avocado for breakfast. What are you going to do? Right, let's get cracking. Egg pun. My sausage is cooking nicely, smells really good. Got my avocado with salt and pepper here, which I'm going to try and mash one-handed. Yeah, I might do that off camera, but it's looking good. I need to get my egg here. That's going to go in there. I mean, yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a pain, I think, because I'm going to try and cook it in there alongside that. So we'll see how that goes. Don't want to do more washing up, you see. Well, it kind of worked, so let's build our breakfast stack. First, le sausage. Second,
what's French for avocado?
L'avocado. There we go, there's the millennial part of me. trying to be quick, so it's not looking pretty. Oh God, the egg's stuck. Hang on, no it's not. It's fine. Just relax. There we go.
Nice.
There is my paleo breakfast stack. Let's give it a try. I forgot the chives, didn't I?
Oh, that is going to be oniony.
It's a good thing I like onion. Right, let's try our paleo breakfast stack.
Good egg.
Mm.
Let me get
Sausage.
that ooze.
Oh yeah, good ooze. Lovely, juicy, fatty sausage. Nicely fried egg, if I do say so myself. And the avocado adds a bit of creaminess to it. I'm growing. Avocado's growing on me. I didn't used to really like it, but since having it with stuff and not just avocado, I've got a taste for it. That's really freaking good. Good start to the week. Can't stop thinking about breakfast. It was, well, I'm going to say one of the nicest things I've had for breakfast in a week on in a long time. It was chef's kiss. That looked like smoking a doob, but I intended it to be a chef's kiss. Anyway, moving on. I have got lots to do. I'm doing an online conference today, so fun. Currently in a break, thinking about breakfast. In fact, I can't stop. But that was a few hours ago, so shortly it shall be lunchtime. So I'm hope we've started well with this week on the Caveman diet. So I'm hopeful that lunch will be the same. I'm not sure though, because it's a funny one. Looks like you've got a table, mate.
Yes.
What's going on?
He's right in the way.
That was even more in the way. Look at that view, eh?
Mm.
Oh, you're just going to sit there.
This has been a recurring thing.
He knows that you've got COVID.
Must do.
He does. He knows. Right, sleepy boy. Let's go get some food, eh? Well, me, not you. I couldn't not choose this as my first lunch on a week on paleo. I just couldn't. It couldn't be done. Tuna, salad, pickle boats. Look at that. Tuna salad on a pickle boat. I mean, yeah, amazing. So that's going to obviously include pickles, tuna, mayonnaise, mustard, salt and pepper, and the worst substance in the world, celery. Right. Oh, I've forgotten something. Dill. Marvellous. Let's make some pickle boats. There's my boats. Now I just need to load them
What's that green stuff?
with tuna. That is celery.
Ugh.
I know.
The pickles stink.
This is going to be difficult, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to haphazardly do this because it's going to take forever. And I know you eat the first bite with your eyes, but I mean, is it really going to improve it that much?
Wow. You are butchering this.
I know. Right, there we go. That will do. They are floppy bits of pickle, so just gonna eat it with a knife and fork.
Make sure you get some of that celery.
I've got some. It's all right, I suppose. The pickle in the tuna surprisingly works. Can't taste all that much celery, thank God. But it's not going to be something that I introduce to my diet. However, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But it does look absolutely god-awful. So, cheers. Do you want some tuna? Yeah? Tough. You may be somewhat unsurprised to hear that my pickle tuna boats haven't kept me particularly hungry this afternoon. It seems that there's not a huge amount of snacking that you can do on the Caveman diet unless you just want to chow down on some fruits or a carrot. I mean, I know, yeah, okay. I'm going to get this in the comments, so I'll address it now. You can have fruit for a snack. It's a very common, very popular snack. I just kind of don't fancy it. So I suppose I could chow on a chicken leg. Don't have any of those either. But there we go. It is now approaching dinner time. No tuna boats for dinner. Because we've gone down in the estimations after breakfast. You know, breakfast started well. I mean, granted, it's my own doing. I chose the pickle boats because I thought it would be funny. And it kind of was. But it was also not too bad. But it wasn't as nice as breakfast. So we need to get up to those lofty breakfast heights once again. So what's for dinner? Let's find out. Dinner time. Hi, Gracie.
Hiya.
How are you feeling with your COVID result?
Yeah, all right. Just a bit tired and a bit of a sore throat, but okay.
So far, fingers crossed, I've avoided it. So we're trying to social distance as much as we can as a married couple in a very small house.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully, dinner will cheer you up. And for dinner, we're having a burrito bowl, a paleo burrito bowl. So very excited. So of course, we have some beef, onions, pepper, tomato puree, lime juice, garlic, cauliflower rice, because we can't have, of course, standard old rice. We've got the rest of the avocado from earlier, some jalapenos, salt, pepper, and onion granules. And onion. That's a bit weird. Okay, whatever. Looking forward to this. I do like a burrito bowl usually. Just not sure about this. Not a huge cauliflower guy.
So no, like, tacos in the same.
I guess it's all this jazz. I think there's cumin that we've maybe forgotten.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for pointing that out. I was trying to play it cool. Thankfully, the recipe does say we can do pre-done cauliflower rice, so not technically cheating. This is smelling really bloody good. So in here we've got the beef, onions, peppers, then the cumin, garlic, cayenne pepper, salt and pepper. Right, and now just need to start making the guacamole. So there's the cauliflower rice. It's it's not got a huge amount of smell to it.
It smells a bit earthy.
It's a bit earthy. So on goes the mix of peppers, onions, beef, and then the old herbs and spices.
Smells good.
It smells lovely. And also there's a bit of tomato paste in there.
Oh yeah, forgot that.
And garlic. Just all the stuff from before, basically. And then, for the second time in one day for me, which is quite the rarity.
It's got jalapenos in it.
It does.
I'm hoping we haven't overdone.
Well, I'm hoping we can add more.
Well, you can add more to yours.
Yeah, I can, because obviously they're nice and paleorific. That's not a word. But yeah, this smells and looks delightful. Which one's yours?
This one.
That one. So I'm not going to touch it because you've got the lurgy. Right, let's try it. This smells so good. Ooh, that is yummy.
Oh god, it's spicy.
Let's try the old cauliflower rice.
The beef mixture is lovely though, but it's very spicy.
Ooh, doesn't taste awfully like cauliflower.
No, it doesn't. It's lovely though. It's got a lovely texture.
It is, yeah, really nice actually. Didn't think I was going to like that at all. I knew I was going to like this. This is delightful. Ooh, yeah. Nice bloody dinner. Let's get some more jalapenos on there, mate. Right. There we go. That was the first day of a week on the caveman diet. And do I feel like a caveman? Not so much. Can't imagine Paleolithic people eating cauliflower rice. So you have to kind of use your imagination a little bit. Yeah, I feel like if this was going to be an authentic caveman diet, it would be woolly mammoth, mushrooms, and then dying before you're 22 years old. But, you know, as it is the modern day interpretation of the Paleolithic diet, it was actually a really good start to the week on. It's got to be said. So I promise I'm not going to bang on all week about breakfast. However, for the sake of the conclusion, I am. And breakfast was lovely. Sausage, avocado, fried egg, a little bit of chive on there. Oh, it was so good. It was really good. So happy to have such a solid start to this week on. I'm very happy with that. Super happy. Yum. And then my lunch was a bit weird, got to be said, but it was actually nice. And I didn't thankfully put too much celery in there. So celery is gross. Like the tuna and the mayonnaise and the other stuff that went into there, that drowned out any hint of celery that there was to be had. So yeah, happy about that. Don't like celery, but I did like the weird tuna boat things. Wouldn't have them again, but they were fine for what they are, and they looked funny. So there we go. That was that. Done. Ticked. Never again. And then dinner was... What was dinner? It was a burrito bowl with cauliflower rice. Yummy. Very nice. However, I do feel like it lacked something to counteract the spice. I think that's probably what the avocado is intended to do, the guacamole. However, the recipe asks you to put in jalapenos, which adds the spice, which means even the thing that's meant to cool it down a little and counteract the spiciness in the actual burrito bowl wasn't there. So it really did need a yogurt or a sour cream or an equivalent, which obviously you can't have on the Caveman diet because, well, cave people didn't milk animals, did they? So that's a relatively modern thing. So there was no creaminess. We couldn't have had any cheese or anything like that. So yeah, that's a bit sad. We could have had some mayonnaise on it. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe mayonnaise as a workaround. So let's think about that next time we do the Caveman diet, which will be never, even if it goes really well, because it's a hassle and it's expensive. But we'll see. We'll save that kind of conclusion for the end of the week. But as it is, today, day one, quite a solid start. Quite happy with how it's gone. I wouldn't say it's my favourite week on ever, because there's going to be a lot of cooking involved throughout this entire thing. Broke ourselves in easy today, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's a solid start to what I was approaching with trepidation, we shall say, but we'll see. I'm locked in the house, absolutely can't go anywhere. Thanks, COVID. You've infected Gracie. So far I'm okay, but I'm going to take another test in a couple of days and we'll see if I've got it. I hope not. So far, touch wood, she's all right. So we'll see. Tune in for the rest of the week on if you want to find out how the food goes, how Gracie gets on. It's all good. I'm sure it'll be fine in many ways. So yeah, it's been a good start. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel if you want to watch the entire remainder of this week on right now. Do check out Patreon or become a member here on YouTube. All the links are in the description. It helps for me to do these bloody expensive week-ons because it's bloody expensive. Did I mention it's bloody expensive? But thank God we had that breakfast stack for breakfast because it was lovely. Hopefully that's a sign for things to come on this week on. See you for day 2.